His MVP. Golf's one, right field. Forget about it. Rangers strike first. Goes after the first one. Drills a high fly ball. Left center field. This game is tied. From Javier. Seager hits a high fly ball. Deep right field. A bomb in the first. One swing. Drive. It's tied. Seager smashes the ball down the line. Goodbye. Now Seager to right center field, way back there. Shot again. Corey Seager does it again. It's Rangers win the World Series. The Willie Mays Most Valuable Player Trophy presented by Chevrolet. Is there any doubt? Corey Seager.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Right on Rangers Live, coming at you in the 8th inning. Good guys up 7-2. What is this team doing? Sack bunting? We're squeezing now? We're manufacturing runs? Is that what's going on? Is that how we're playing it now? Oh my gosh. Hey, that 7th inning had a little bit of everything. Corey Seager extending the on-base streak to 22 games. Josh Jung making it 3 for 3 on base 3 times tonight. Good stuff. Right now, we're trying to finish this one out with you. Rangers close out the book on the A's in the top of the 8th. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. Rangers, hopefully, knock on wood, last ABs of the night. Sean Armstrong coming in, doing a great job. Hobie Milner, the GOAT, cleaning up the mess from Jack Leiter in the 7th. Love to see that. Y'all already know how I feel about Hobie Milner. All-star snub. Complete all-star snub. But Hobie's just going to keep doing his thing, man. Cleaning up messes. Getting out of jams. Jack Leiter, quality start. A little up and down at times. Didn't feel like it was as crisp of a start as you'd like to see from the young kid. But you know what? You pitched well enough to put the team in a position to win a ball game. I know already kind of seeing some people being a little hard on Jack. And look, at the end there in the 7th inning, the guys in the Discord, you can back me up on this fully. Please, Jack, throw strikes, baby. Come on. We got a 4-run lead here. Throw strikes, my guy. We do not need to be walking people. So look, I'm there with you to an extent. But let's just realize, Jack Leiter, quality start today, 2 earned runs. Obviously, Hobie Milner helps keep it from a 3 or 4 earned run night for the Rangers' number 2 overall pick. But we'll take it. We will take it. You survive in advance. Right now, you just got to win ball games. And here we are, up 7-2, going to the bottom of the 8th. It's a great night to be a Rangers fan. Great night. Now, if Arizona could just come back a little bit on the Astros, now we're really cooking with gas. Hey, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Tough game yesterday. I think we all can agree, but we kind of know how this goes. I've been telling y'all, we melt down over some of the L's. Well, I don't, but at least some people out there have a tough time whenever we lose a ball game. Even when we lose a ball game to the best pitcher in the game. And look, I think right now, with deGrom and with Evo a little bit, just slowing down just a little bit. Skubal, it is hard for me to deny. I'd still take deGrom in a Game 7, but Skubal appears to be doing it better than everybody based on what I saw last night. He was filthy. But, again, after losing to Tarek Skubal, don't really get the full-on meltdowns and calls for fire sales. The team was never going to go 62-0. They weren't. And here the Rangers are bouncing back after a tough L last night. Starting off this series on the right foot. 3-game series, so you win that first game. You know what I'm about to say. It puts you in an outstanding position to win the series. You got 2 chances. You got 2 cracks at it. Perfect. Beautiful. Here we go. First of all, here Right on Rangers, we cover everything Texas sports, but we put a big emphasis on the Rangers during the MLB season. And we thank you very much for choosing Right on Rangers for all of your Texas Rangers content. Drop a comment, drop a question. Clearly, y'all know the drill during the game. Might be a little hit or miss getting back to you on the comments as we bring you the live play-by-play and colored commentary. We're doing it all here on the show, and then we'll get right into post-game analysis where we will definitely take time to get to everything of substance in the chat. That's the plan. We're sticking to it. Right now, Wyatt Langford up to bat. 0 for 2 on the night is Wyatt. Newcomb, the lefty, in right now for the A's. Wyatt had a little bit of a tough at bat last time. Got, a little bit of an unfortunate outside ball that got called for a strike. Kind of messed with the at bat. Got him down 0-2 quickly. Still ended up putting some hard contact on it and a fly out, 98 miles an hour off the bat. Would love to see him come through here, get on base. Just for his confidence levels, right? Just for his confidence levels. Let me keep going here. Yes, sir. Great game today. Jungle Cat back. We're going to talk about the Jungle Cat. Let Rocker and Jack play in the show for a season before we prejudge. I'm kind of on that page, Pastor. I really am. I think we got to take it a little bit easy on Jack and a little bit easy on Leiter. But I do say with Jack, you just got to see something from him. I don't need him to be dominant. I don't need him to be an all-star, but I just need to feel like he belongs in the bigs. And I really do feel like after watching a number of his starts this year, it feels like Jack belongs in the bigs. I don't feel like the dude's over his skis. I feel like he actually causes a lot of his own problems. The command, the occasional total loss of a put-away pitch, those are the things that I notice with Jack. Like, I think he's got the stuff to hang in the big leagues, and that's what I wanted to see from him coming into this year. Some of y'all longtime listeners of the show, I said this is a put up or shut up year for Jack Leiter. He has got to show that he belongs. He doesn't need to be a Cy Young candidate, but he's got to show he belongs. Appreciate the gifts, Dustin. Thank you, man. Very, very appreciative. Thank you for the generosity, my guy. So Jack, to me, definitely not his best outing, but he pitched well enough to win. And yes, there are things to work on. Yes, he could be sharper, but we got to take the dubs where we can and not whine and complain too much at this point in the season. I mean, Jack Leiter, in all likelihood, I think might be your game 4 starter in a 5 or a 7 game series, but he may go to the bullpen in the playoffs. I just don't know if you need Jack Leiter to be your number 3 guy. I think it's probably going to be Malley in game 3, and depends on what they do with John Gray, depends on what Kumar Rocker does. I don't know, but I don't even know if Jack Leiter is going to be starting a playoff game for you. And in a 1 or 2 inning outing, I think the stuff is live enough to get outs and to feel good about him in short bursts like that when you need to face some really tough right-handed hitters. I don't know. That's why I say it's okay what we're getting from Jack right now. I don't think you're really going to need Jack to be the guy in the postseason if you make it there. And yes, I am talking postseason. We're talking postseason here at Right on Rangers. This is how it goes. After an L, sell the team. Fire sale. When we're winning, who we buying? Who we playing in the first round of the playoffs? That's how this goes, right? Right. All right. Let me get to some comments here. Natalie, yes, Jung definitely crushes lefties. Big reason why they called him up. Historically in his career, Josh Jung has done very well against left-handed starters and left-handed pitching in general, and he proved that tonight. Went ahead and dropped a bomb. Very first AB back from Round Rock. And look, I got to eat some crow. I said this afternoon/morning, I'm like, I don't know if Josh is ready to make it back to the big leagues at this point. He was hitting real low 2s, sub 700 OPS in AAA. I know he had hit a couple of homers, but I definitely was one that questioned, do we really want Josh Jung back at this point with the numbers that he's put up in AAA? The answer is yes, and I was definitely not correct on that one. Now, let's see how he does over the next couple of days. Right? We know how this goes, Rangers Nation. We have a great game from a player, and then all of a sudden the next day what are we doing? So let's see some consistency, right? But as of now, it looks like I'm going to have to eat a little bit of crow. 2 down quickly here. Mason Miller in the ball game. Kyle Higashioka 0 for 3. Really should have had a bomb. Lawrence Butler makes an incredible play. And look, I know that there were some people online. It wasn't that great, blah, blah, blah. I mean, look, a part of being an outfielder is you've got to take an outstanding route to the ball. You have got to get back quickly on hard hit baseballs over your head. Lawrence Butler put himself in an outstanding position to make a catch there. So I'm not hating on that catch at all. No, is it the best catch I've ever seen? The best home run rob of all time? No, it's not. It's not. But I think Lawrence Butler made an incredible play, and Higgy robbed of 4 bases, man. Higgy has been seeing the ball well in July. I don't think there's any denying that. Big reason why he has gotten so much playing time over the past week. And good. It's about time one of the catchers started heating up a little bit. You guys have heard me say really for the past week or so, we really need to think about hard resetting the catcher position. I'm definitely not of the mindset. I don't care what the past 2 or 3 weeks has been for Higgy. Higgy is not a guy that you want to roll with for 150 plus games. You want Kyle Higashioka for about half the season, maybe 100 games if you're giving him some DH opportunities. Higgy should not be your primary catcher. I don't think Higgy should be a primary DH guy either. I think Higgy is very, very good in a 2-catcher system, and I'd love to see the Rangers. I only say Higgy sticks because of the contract, right? Jonah Heim, 1 more year left on the rookie deal. I think Rangers would be wise to reset that position. We'll see what happens. Nice Mavs shirt on Mavs night. You like that? Patrick, yes, sir. Yeah, look, Klay Thompson throwing out the first pitch. Klay Thompson, man, I love that guy. I know that the season, his first season with the team, marred by a lot of stuff. The Luka trade, the Kyrie injury. Feel bad for Klay. But to see him be so positive, man, dude's on a heater right now. Throwing a strike from the rubber. First pitch. There we go. I don't think he hit any home runs in BP, but first strike, man, first pitch, strike right down the pipe. That was beautiful. And then that interview that Klay Thompson did with Jared Sandler in the 3rd inning, bro just exudes positivity. Like, that's my kind of guy right there. Seriously. I really hope this is an outstanding year from Klay. I just watched bro hit 70 plus threes in a row a couple days ago on a vid that got posted online. Man, oh man. Klay Thompson, having a good week. Having a good day for sure. Let's go Rangers, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I still don't really mind Josh Smith playing at third base. So look, how much crow am I going to eat on Josh Jung? Not a ton. I think Josh Smith at third base is fine. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Josh Smith, starting third baseman, it's just fine. Josh Smith having a nice game today too. So look, is it ideal? Much more ideal for Josh Jung to hit, to play well, to do what he did tonight? Absolutely it is. But let's not disrespect Josh Smith. Josh Smith could play third base and start for us, and I think we would be just fine. The reality is we have guys right now, a lot of young guys, underperforming. Jake Berger, obviously injured right now, underperforming. Wyatt Langford, underperforming. Evan Carter, underperforming, but not getting a lot of opportunities. So I actually don't hold it against Evan as much. But look, there's no problem at all with Josh Smith being your starting third baseman. I'm sorry. Josh Jung being good is much better for this organization. Let's be clear on that. And I'm cheering for his success. But let's not disrespect Josh Smith. Bro could play third base in this league. Cole Winn is on the mound right now. And I love Cole Winn, man. I think I told y'all, actually, I'll show it again, man, because I'm so pumped on this. Gave me and my son this baseball. Cole Winn, literally Saturday night in AAA. Dude pitching right now. Tossed this ball to us. My boy was right there. Had my daughter in my arm. And flipped this one right in about the 8th inning or so. of Round Rock's game against the Vegas Aviators. Just a good dude. And I loved what I saw from Cole Winn. I said this on the show last night. Cole Winn down at AAA could have gone a couple of different ways. And it always does with guys that go up to the major leagues, right? So you can go back down to the minor leagues. I said major. When you go back down to the minor leagues, there is a tendency. Some guys pout. They get negative. They get in their feelings. And they don't perform well. And they have a tough time getting back to the majors. What I love from Cole Winn, bro was locked in even though he wasn't even pitching Saturday night and wasn't going to pitch. He had the clipboard. He was helping guys that were warming up, going through scouting reports. I love the body language from Cole Winn in AAA. Dude could have easily been in a corner pouting. I don't deserve to be here. I had great success in the major leagues this year. I didn't need to get that demotion. I loved that he was just positive, locked in, doing a job. That spoke a lot to me about his character and just about the kind of guy he is and the kind of ball player he is. So I am really becoming quickly a humongous Cole Winn fan. Really hope this guy has a lot of success. 2 outs right now, runner on first base. He did just allow a walk, but quickly got an out after it. Let's see if he can finish things out here. We keep going. Ramos, I'm just not good with Ramos, man. I think we have enough Ramoses on this team. Guys that can hit the ball hard, but swing and miss a lot. Not a fan, McJowers, but we already talked about that. Yeah, look, Jack, it's all good, my guy. Last night was a little depressing after the loss. Saturday was fun. But yeah, last night a little depressing after the L. Great to see the Jungle Cat hitting well. Caden says he thinks Langford's next in line for a reset. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with Wyatt. Here's the problem. You don't really have guys right now that you can do the next man up thing with. Like with Jock Peterson coming back, I guess, but Wyatt's too good out in the field, man. And you throw Jock out there. I mean, and Michael Helman, as much as we love what we see from him tonight, I'm not convinced that he is an everyday guy in this league. So for me, I want to see a little bit more of Wyatt before he gets sent down. But I can't deny Wyatt is not playing super awesome at this point. If I'm Evan Carter, I'm pissed about how they're handling me. Yeah, I think that Evan Carter does have some legitimate beef. You guys have heard me say on the show, Evan Carter's a top prospect. You got to start treating him like one at some point. And Mason, you kind of said this as well, right? You kind of said this as well. I don't know if you're still hanging out, my guy, but I appreciate the comment a lot. You guys know how I feel about Evan Carter. At some point, they've got to let this guy play every day. I did say about 2 or 3 weeks ago, hey, Skeeves, appreciate the gift, man. I did say 2 or 3 weeks ago, at this point, I don't see them giving Evan Carter opportunities in 2025 to hit against lefties unless it's a game that's out of hand one way or the other. If the game is close at all, I just don't see them doing it. And so mentally, emotionally, I have gotten down off the ledge about the Evan Carter platoon situation. Clearly, I want to see this guy be an everyday player, but I'm not going to continue to get riled up about it. Cole Winn's going to get the pop-up here. Let's go, baby. Cole Winn, first inning back in the major leagues is a success, and the Rangers win at 7-2. Cue the I Like Texas music. It is a good night, man. Josh Jung homers in his return. Michael Helman hits his first major league home run and RBI. Cody Freeman gets his first major league hit and RBI. Jack Leiter collects another dub and a quality start. Love it. Love it, baby. Hello, win column. Awesome. Great game. Now, can we get some other L's around the AL West? That would be huge. We'll do a little scoreboard watching here. But Rangers take the first game in this 3-game set with the A's. you got to have this series, right? You got to have this series, got to have the Braves series. I think you drop one of these series unless you sweep the other one, right? I guess theoretically you could sweep the A's, lose the series to the Braves, and you're not doing terrible. Or the other way around. You could lose the series to the A's, sweep the Braves, and I guess it's still a pretty good homestand, right? You won. That would put you at 6 wins. So I don't think you can complain about that. But with that being said, I'd much rather win both, maybe even sweep one if I'm getting a little bit greedy. This is a great way to start. Great way to start. We keep going. McJower's number 4 prospect to platoon guy. Wasn't he higher than that? I thought Evan Carter was like the number 1 or number 2 prospect in our organization at one point. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe I'm just imagining that. I thought it was like Carter, Langford 1-2 for a while. So anyways, regardless, top 5 prospect in your organization. I don't love that they're turning him into a platoon player. But like I said, I've emotionally detached a little bit from the Evan Carter platoon situation. I just don't think they're going to give him an opportunity this year. I could easily see next year being the year that they just decide from the jump, we're going to play Evan Carter every day and see how it goes. If next year they decide to platoon him again, serious questions. And yeah, Evan Carter has a right, has an absolute right to be upset, man. Dude's a top prospect. He should not be getting platooned. I can see why they're doing it this year because the mentality is win now, win now, win now. And I can't say that I have a lot of hope that Evan Carter is going to light it up against lefties if you did throw him in that fire this year. I think we got to be a little real about that, right? If we did play Evan Carter against lefties every time, there is, I think, a higher probability than not that he is probably going to struggle. He has not hit lefties great. It's a small sample size, but he hasn't hit lefties great at the major league level. And so, look, you can continue to beat that drum as much as you want. I just don't think they're going to do it in 2025. If I had to give anybody advice about the Evan Carter platoon situation, emotionally detach. I don't think they're going to be doing it until 2026. Yankees lost, Sox lost. That's good. There we go. That will work. Buyers again. Brian, my guy. This is how this works. Who are we buying? Rangers win. Who is on the trading block we can go gobble up, man? Let's go. We go. I got you guys back. I got too excited, I guess. My bad. Must have hit the mic and muted it or something. Trade away deGrom, Evo, and Seager. That is what people say after losses, sadly. Sadly. Hey, appreciate the follow. Thank you, my guy. Do I think the Cards are going to sell Helsley? Maybe, but Helsley has not been playing that great. In fact, Jeff Passan came out with an updated top 50 for his trade potential on the trade block. And he even talked about Ryan Helsley and the struggles that he's had this year. So I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Yeah, Jung, great game, man. Great game. Absolutely. Kyle Finnegan is the move to make. I'd be good with that. There were some other guys. It was a lot of relievers that Jeff Passan was linking us to. And look, I think he's more just throwing out good fits than actual like, hey, I've heard that the Rangers are inquiring about X player. So I think Jeff Passan is more just musing, hey, this guy would be a good fit. Duran from the Twins, their reliever. Actually, both relievers from the Twins Jeff Passan linked to the Rangers as good fits. Clase was another one. A little Emmanuel Clase reunion, anybody? There were others as well. It was a lot of relief pitching. So we'll see. The guy that I said today in the Discord that I'd be interested in going out and getting bat-wise, right? And look, by the way, CY came out today, and he basically said that the Rangers really are pretty comfortable with who they have internally. They're comfortable with who they've got right now. If the guys they have currently can perform at the level that everybody is expecting them to, CY basically said there's not a lot outside the organization that we really think can help us. I don't know if he's trying to let us down easy or what, but I would go and get a reliever. I'd go and get a bat. And for me, the bat that I like the best is Taylor Ward, who plays in division for the Los Angeles Angels, has elite barrel and chase rates. OPS is sitting right around 800 this year. The average is a little bit low, but we all know it's an OPS league at this point. Average is not something that we are looking at to totally judge a player. I think Taylor Ward would be a great fit. He's a good defender. He's a guy that can play against lefties and righties alike. I don't know if the Angels would trade in division. We know that they traded us Josh Hamilton way back in the day. You remember that? We got Hambone back in 2015 or 2016. The Angels were nice enough to trade him back to us. Taylor Ward would be a guy that I'd be interested in. I want a right-handed bat. I don't want to go out and get a left-handed bat. We've got enough left-handed bats, and plenty of them sit the bench against left-handed starting pitching. Now, Brian, this is a great question. The question is, who would you trade for Ward? Now, I am a subscriber to Baseball Trade Values. I don't know if you guys know about that website. And look, I don't think that website is, the God standard. But they do, I think, have a really good system and trade simulator built. And here's what I put into the system. And I like some of these guys too. But Ward is controllable until 2027. Taylor Ward has this year and next year left before he becomes an unrestricted free agent and the rookie contract expires. So this isn't a half-season rental. You would have Taylor Ward this year and you'd have him next year. What I put in to the trade simulator, and it said it was a fair trade. This is Baseball Trade Values. Some of y'all might be up on that website, maybe some not. Check it out. It's pretty good. But what I did is Dustin Harris. I did Caden Scarborough, who is in high A right now, I believe, playing for Hub City, I think, or he might be with Hickory. He's having a pretty good year, Caden Scarborough. And then Mitch Bratt. And I know a lot of y'all like Mitch Bratt. But for me, you're going to have to give up something to get a guy with a year and a half of control. I don't know if there's a perfect trade because I know a lot of us love the prospects. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit a home run with everybody. But for me, I would absolutely do a trade like that to get a guy like Taylor Ward. Osuna for Trout, I don't think that's going to happen. That would be kind of fun, but I don't think Osuna for Trout is going to happen. Am I nervous about the Astros in the future of the AL West? Not really. What's up with deGrom? I don't know. What is up with him? Oh, why isn't he pitching? They purposefully gave him some time off. They want to extend him out. They purposely gave him some time off. What do we got? What else did I miss? Can Helman hit righties? I don't know if he can or not, Hardchuck. I'd have to look at the splits, but I don't know if he's had enough experience in MLB for anybody to really say that he's hit righties well or not. John Gray is coming back, I think, midweek. What else? What am I missing? I'm trying to get caught up on TikTok here. Any chance we see Kimbrel get called up? So, Craig Kimbrel, he is, I think, sitting around a 4.70 ERA right now for Round Rock. Now, on the season in AAA with multiple organizations, right? Because Kimbrel hasn't been with Round Rock the entire year. He's bounced around a little bit. The Braves, the Orioles, bounced around a bit. He, I think, has like an ERA that's slightly north of 3 for the entire season. But with Round Rock, I think I looked last night. I actually watched him close out the game last night here in Vegas on my phone. I wasn't at the game, but he got into a little bit of trouble. They did the ghost runner thing. It was the 12th inning. You guys know how I feel. I hate the ghost runner rule. So that's tough. But he got the save. It was his second save. So Kimbrel is saving games with Round Rock. I think he's 2 for 2 in save opportunities, but the ERA is a little high. I think he's given up a couple of home runs. I don't know. I really don't know exactly what they're going to do with Craig. I'm not sure if there is an opportunity for him or not at the big league level. And it feels like once you get guys like Malley back, once you obviously get John Gray back, you brought up Cole Winn, you think maybe he might end up being a guy that stays down there for a while. Maybe when rosters expand. I'm just not sure if Kimbrel is going to be up soon. Jung heard him talk. Yeah, Jung must have heard the show over the past couple of weeks. But look, in my defense, the numbers don't lie. Josh Jung deserved to get demoted. He was not playing well. A demotion was deserved. And look, a promotion, I don't know if it was earned, but the Rangers needed help against left-handed starting pitching. And Josh Jung in his career can do that well. And yes, Josh had an incredible game. And you guys know what I'm about to say. I don't cheer against anybody. When Josh Jung gets the call up, I'm not sitting there stewing. Oh my gosh, I hope he goes 0 for 4 with the golden sombrero. Because I came out and I said, I'm not sure if Josh Jung should get promoted today. Look, never going to happen. I'm so thrilled for Josh Jung that he came up and had the game that he did. Like, seriously, it was awesome to see it. The home run, first AB, that had to feel incredible for the guy. Nobody is happier than me for Josh Jung and his success. I don't enjoy being right about guys that aren't doing well. Sometimes we're just reading stats off of a screen to you. The ultimate truth serum, in my opinion, especially with the advanced stats nowadays. And Josh, I think, still has some work to do. It's one game. I don't think we can come to any conclusions after 9 innings. Let's see how he does over the course of this week. And then let's make a little bit of a judgment at that time, perhaps. All right, we keep going. Ward or Adele, I would do that. Definitely. I like Adele. Adele's having a good year. I think Adele would probably be a little bit more than Ward, though, Caden. I think Adele is controllable for like 2.5 more years. Ward, 1.5 years. You don't have to give up quite as much for him. The Adolis trades. I'm not sure what is going to happen with Adolis. Jeff Passan put it at 50-50. Hey, Swole Baby, thanks for the gift, by the way. Appreciate you. The 50-50, I would assume, is only if the Rangers are going to win ball games or not, right? Adolis getting traded. Jeff Passan labeled it 50%. I think that's just dependent on whether the Rangers string together some wins or they don't, right? If the Rangers tank the next 9 days, yeah, you might see Adolis get traded. If the Rangers win series and are still hanging around the wild card, I think it is probably pretty likely that he stays and he will probably be here through the end of the season. Off season, I think you got to reevaluate the Adolis situation. Do you really think that he is going to continue to hit well, do well? And do you really feel like you are going to win a World Series? I still say you trade Adolis. I think we've got enough guys in the system, enough outfielders. You can always go and sign somebody as well. I would probably prefer to bet on somebody else other than a 34-year-old Adolis Garcia by the time next year ends. That's just me. The defense is obviously still fire. Brian, I'm with you on that. The defense is fire. I just don't know how much I trust the bat. Love to see us win some games as well. Hey, appreciate the follow, by the way, my guy, and thank you for the comment, too. Let's see. Trade Adolis for sure. We have younger players waiting. Off-season, 44 off-season, I would say yes. And I don't think that that's a crazy take. Anybody wanting to ride it out through Adolis' entire contract, I guess I get it. There's a lot of sentimental there. There's a lot of people that love Adolis, myself included. I just think at the end of the day, it's a business. You can definitely keep him through the end of 2025, but I think you've got to trade him in the offseason. You can have guys like Osuna, maybe even Walcott come up and play right field. You've got options. You've got free agency. You should try and get what you can for Adolis, knowing that you're not going to give him a contract when his rookie deal expires. I would be shocked if the Rangers give Adolis a contract at age 34 after the rookie deal is over. That would be crazy. And Adolis, I think he would be crazy to not go out and pursue a 2-3 year deal. Does anybody want to give Adolis Garcia a 2 or 3 year deal at age 34? I think that would be terrible business. I think if Adolis wants to do like a 1 year deal and you know that from him, maybe you could keep him for 1 extra year beyond what his rookie deal is. But if you know Adolis is going out to test the market and he wants to get 2 or 3 year deal, kind of his last ride, probably his only shot at free agency, you got to trade that. You can't keep it. Let's keep on rolling. Appreciate it. Walcott has been getting a lot of third base starts. I don't know where they're going to put him. Hardchuck, I saw that too. I think it's almost been 50-50 third base and shortstop. He did get a couple of starts in the outfield, but Walcott has hit a lot of home runs this year, but at the same time, he has not hit as well as he did at lower levels. And so I don't know if he's going to be a guy that they actually allow to make the roster in 2026 or not. I thought it was a lock. I'm not saying he's having a terrible season, but I'm not convinced. I mean, the guy's only, 19 or 20? They might give him another year or two. I mean, we all want to see Walcott, and I would love to see him come up to the major leagues and mash, but I just don't know if he's going to do that or not. Keep going. Hey, appreciate the gift, by the way. Thank you so much. Sports Bras content podcast. Thank you so much. Y'all are too funny, man. He does need time. Seattle down 3. Let's go. Let's go. Seattle losing's good. They beat up on the Astros a little bit. Now start losing some ball games, please. Obviously, the Mariners right ahead of us. We want to see them lose some games so we can gain some ground. Every time Seattle loses and we win at this point in the season is absolutely huge. Huge. I don't know if we're going to do Nate Lowe reunion, Jack. I don't know if you're still hanging, my guy. Look, I just don't think that the Rangers need any more left-handed bats. I don't want to see any more left-handed bats acquired, man. We've got way too many. Way too many. We got Rowdy Tellez right now. Clearly, we've got some guys down at AAA. Dustin Harris. Osuna is now down at AAA. I think that's probably the best for Osuna, by the way. Get the guy some time. He wasn't playing, but maybe every 3rd, 4th, 5th day. Get Osuna some time. We just don't need any more lefties acquired. We really don't. Loved what I saw, Sean, from Helman and Freeman today. Really happy from them. You guys know I'm a big Cody Freeman fan. I thought that with the Jung promotion, I'm like, man, now Cody's not really going to get his shot. I'm glad that they decided to DH him and allow him to hit. And dude came through. That was a big run. Rangers were really hard pressed for scoring. Cody opens it up, man. You got to go back to Cody's Oppo RBI double, first major league RBI and hit. That's what really got things going. I mean, that's when the floodgates started opening. Once Cody Freeman got that knock, then you had all that scoring. So big props to Cody Freeman, man. And Helman, dude can do it all, man. He can hit a dinger and then put down a sack bunt. I was shocked to see that squeeze play, by the way. Loved it. Big fan of it. But was shocked to see the Rangers squeezing in that situation. Michael Helman, good stuff, man. Again, I don't know if he can do it consistently, but I'll take a game at a time here when you're at this point in the season. Like I just said, consistency is nice, but I'll just take these nice individual performances that are getting us wins down the stretch. Can't complain about that. All right, let me keep rolling here. I want Adolis to stay. Ninja Edits, yeah, I'm with you on this year just for 25 or 26, excuse me. I'm out. I don't want to see Adolis open up the year. I just think you got to get some value for him while you can. And you've got other guys that you could really develop well into that right field position, whether it's Osuna, whether it's Harris, whether it's a free agent. Trade deGrom for, and we cut off. I don't know. Hey, Mike, what's good? It's been a while, man. Thanks for hanging out. They were talking about it on John Boy Media with Nate Lowe reunion. I mean, maybe there's some other people that really want Nate Lowe back because Nate Lowe's awesome, man. He's a great guy to have around the clubhouse, keeps the vibes up. You guys have heard me call Nate Lowe. He's a vibes guy to me. Like, he's not a terrible player, but he's not necessarily going to move the needle with your team in terms of offensive production. Maybe clubhouse culture, sure, but at this point, the Rangers need production. And the Rangers just don't need left-handed hitting right now. That's all that you're really going to get. And do we have enough people that play first base? We've got way too many people that play first base. I don't think we need another first baseman at this point. We've got Rowdy Tellez. Shoot, we've got Jock Peterson. You've got Josh Schmidt. You've got Jay Berger. You've got Duran. We've got enough first basemen. I think we're good. Adley Rutschman, I don't know. Are they going to sell him, though, hard Chuck? Nate Lowe at the parade was legendary. Like I said, I love Nate Lowe. Nate Lowe is freaking awesome. But with that being said, I do not want to see the Rangers spend any farm capital going to get Nate Lowe. Adley Rutschman would be interesting. You instantly upgrade the catcher position. I just don't know if he's actually available. I don't know how much the Pirates, the Orioles are going on the fire sale or not. If they did, though, I'd be all over it. I think that the Rangers need to upgrade the catching position. You guys heard me say on the show a couple of days ago, JT Realmuto, free agency, maybe you can get him at the trade deadline. That would be huge. I don't think that the Rangers are going to do it, but I'd love to go out and get a JT Realmuto. I would love to get a guy like Hunter Goodman. Would love to get Adley Rutschman, switch hit and catcher for the Orioles. It would be outstanding to upgrade the catcher position. I just don't know if it's going to happen at this deadline. No two catcher lineup today, and look what happened. Heim has not been good offensively of late. And look, I'm not going to say that I am a Jonah Heim apologist, but I do like Jonah Heim. I think he's a solid dude, and I think he plays a really good catcher position. I think he is a good framer. He plays good defense back there. A little bit unfair. I'm just not here for it. The people that continue to prop up catcher ERA and catcher win-loss as legitimate stats, really? Really? Do I need to do a little lesson? School can be in session, but do not be one of those that's propping up catcher ERA or catcher win-loss record. My goodness. Catcher win-loss record as something that legitimately says that Higgy should be starting over Jonah Heim. Offense, sure. If you want to go offense production, I'm right there with you. But really, the catcher ERA, that doesn't take into account who's throwing to the catcher, right? So, for example, if Higgy is catching all of deGrom starts and all of Evo starts, which he was at the beginning of the year, right, that's totally a biased stat. And then Jonah Heim handles Kumar Rocker, Jack Leiter at the beginning of the year, and they're getting knocked around. Catcher ERA is such a bogus stat for determining how good a catcher is. Look at the advanced stats, look at the framing, look at the blocking, look at things like that. Catcher ERA is one of the worst stats to evaluate a catcher by. Catcher win-loss is even worse. Even worse. We keep going. What is, Blaze, what is all this stuff that I'm seeing online about Jonah Heim? Is this actually substantiated? Have y'all seen that too, the Jonah Heim cheating on his wife thing? I don't want to prop up a rumor, so I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but is this a real deal thing or not? Somebody just be real. I'm not here to just be silly about somebody cheating on their wife. That's pretty crazy stuff. Not good. What's the real deal? Have any of y'all heard about this? I feel like it's just something people are throwing out to be stupid. I haven't heard anything like that substantiated. Anyways, I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. Look, I get it. It's going around right now. It's not the first time I've seen that today. I've been seeing it a bunch on X of late. And it does feel, Mike, thank you. Thank you, Mike. My guy coming in clutch. I feel like it's a hater thing. I feel like it's what the trolls are saying because they don't like Jonah Heim. And that, to me, you're going a little too far. Look, maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's not. But I feel like it's pushing Heim hate. Thank you, Hard Chuck. Well said. It does sound like smut to me, but we'll see. We'll see what comes out. I think somebody who hates Jonah Heim probably just started that one. All right, let's keep going. That you were surprised they pinch hit Rowdy instead of Evan Carter. They did get EC in the game, but I do remember having that thought as well, honestly. Kyle Schwarber is a guy that I would definitely want to pursue in free agency. Pastor, I just think for right now, when you consider the team, we don't have a need for any more lefties. I just think you've got way too many. Like, I guess if you're getting rid of other people, absolutely, if you could pull off a Schwarber trade, but it's going to be a half-season rental, I would rather wait to get a Kyle Schwarber in free agency than trade farm capital for him at this point. I do think the Rangers need to focus on right-handed hitting if they go out and get anybody. And that's a big reason why I like Ward. Ward is not a guy that strikes out a lot. He puts the ball in play. I'll take that any day. Keep going. Does it look like Heim is tired all the time? I don't love all of Jonah Heim's body language. Like, every time he strikes out, bro is like, every time, man. Like, the body language is not great for Jonah Heim right now to me. Body language isn't everything. And look, thank you, Mike. I do really, really despise people bringing up catcher ERA and win-loss like it's the holy grail. And look, I don't want to become that dude when it comes to body language either. Body language is not a legitimate stat or argument against a player, but it is something that I stack as a cherry on top of a bad year. You're not playing well and your body language is terrible. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, those are real stats though, Brian. Catcher ERA, you will see the people that the Heim haters will throw out catcher ERA all day long when it comes to Higgy versus Heim. It's like, bro, just go with the offensive production. Just go with offensive production. You'll win. You don't have to sound silly bringing up catcher ERA. It doesn't take into account bad calls from the umpires. It doesn't take into account who is hitting, who's in the lineup. It doesn't take into account the ballpark you're playing out and the conditions. It doesn't take into account who's pitching. I could go on. All the things that catcher ERA doesn't take into account. I'll save you the sermon because I've already done it multiple times. If you really want to hear it, maybe I'll drop a video at some point. Keep going. Let's see. You were trashing that Helman drop play in center. I do think Evan Carter probably makes that play, though, John. I really do. Yeah, Eric, I'm with you. I don't love that. You're messing with a guy's family. Like, either put up with the evidence or shut up. That's how I feel about the Jonah Heim rumors. Put up or shut up, man. You either got the evidence and it comes to light. I would probably say stay out of the business anyways. I'm not trying to dig deep on any of these guys. Like, if they're doing something cool in the community, but I'm not trying to dig up dirt on any of these dudes. Lord knows we all got our stuff, man. We've all got our stuff. I'm not trying to be smut reporter, TMZ, not the business I want to be in. Of course, if something comes out public, I'll report it. I'll talk about it, but I just don't understand these people that take this interest in people's downfalls. That's not me. And that's not what we do here at Right on Rangers. Somebody says, I'm going to edit a little bit hard, Chuck. Somebody says, I don't care if Jonah Heim is cheating. As long as he hits 50 bombs, I'm good. Look, to an extent, I don't want people cheating and messing up families. I don't want anything like that going on. But with that being said, yeah, there is something to, let's just let baseball be baseball, man. I mean, all these guys, you're not expecting them to be moral all-stars. Clearly, if they are a great baseball player and really good morally and really just a stand-up dude outside of the game, that's great. But I'm not here to judge people on their successes and failures in their personal lives. Again, nobody's perfect. We've all made our mistakes in life. We've all had our good moments in life too. I'm just not trying to get into that business at all. Yeah, the Chapman acquisition, true. I don't think he would either. But, I mean, again, I think it's just the trolls coming out. Ask any Rangers fan about Josh Hamilton. I bet they don't talk about the off-field troubles. Hambone's a perfect example. You guys have heard me say Hambone is my favorite Ranger of all time. Dude's got a checkered past, but I'm not in the business of keeping people in their sins and in their mistakes forever. Look, you got to move on. We all fall short, man. We do. So absolutely not a good thing if it's true, but definitely not trying to prop it up if it ain't substantiated. Good vibes only. We try. We try for that. I'm with you. No drama. Play ball. How about them Rangers, Greg? Yes, sir. Oh, sorry. Invitation sent. Come on and join for a second. If you don't want to, no worries. Preview of Tuesday game yet? Nah. Greg, appreciate the gifts, by the way, my guy. Preview of Tuesday's game. Let's start getting into it. We are pretty much at about the hour point at this spot. We're at 52 minutes right now. I'll probably do preview at about the hour mark. Right now, by the way, I want to say a special thank you to all of the people that have given gifts today on the show, especially on TikTok. Thank you for my paid subscribers and paid members on YouTube that are hanging out. Kiko, appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much. And look, if you want to take your support of the show to the next level, you've been watching for a while, you like what we're doing here at Right on Rangers, you like the content that I put out, you enjoy the show post-game during the 8th and 9th inning, consider a subscription. I opened it up a couple of months ago. It's $2.99 a month. Gets you access to our exclusive Right on Rangers Discord channel. Pretty much the only thing that I'm monetized on the show. I'll drop the link in YouTube right now. Copy and paste that into a browser of your choice. If you're on TikTok, again, you want to become a subscriber of the show, you hit the subscribe button in the bottom left corner, I believe, and that'll get you in. And we'll get you into the Discord right away. Discord's awesome. I would highly, highly recommend it. Thank you, by the way, for all the gifts. Kiko, you're awesome, my guy. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Very generous of you. And a bunch of y'all. Justin, you as well. Thank you. Floored by the generosity. You guys are awesome. Thank you for considering that. And hey, look, the subscription's optional. I know that you've got a lot of other things going on in your life financially. $2.99 is $2.99. But just know we're going to keep most of what we do, almost all of what we do, free here on the show. Always with the lives and with the videos I put out. We're not trying to get ticky-tacky with every single thing. Just the Discord. And I'll try and do priority replies in the lives for all of the paid subscribers, paid members as well. Right now, we're not crazy big. I mean, it's getting a little bigger and bigger here at Right on Rangers. Some of my OG followers, you remember, we started out just a few people hanging out. And now we've grown it. We got 36 people hanging out right now on TikTok. I don't know how many it is on YouTube and X combined. My streaming app just shows me the total. Right now it says 71 total between YouTube and X. So, hey, there we go. Anyways, I appreciate you guys a lot. The growth of the show is, I would say, nearly directly a result of you guys and what you do to support me, watching the show, sharing it with other people, sharing my videos, commenting, liking, all that stuff. It's a big reason why the show's gotten big. So I want to say a special thank you to really everybody. And thank you again so much for all the gifts, man. Kiko, Justin, appreciate you guys so much. We met the gift goal for the day. Thank you. Thank you. Good things happening. Good things. You missed the game? Let's see. We've got a recap, I think, coming up in a little bit here. Rangers win. That's all you need to know if you missed it. It was a good game. Offensive outpouring came in the later innings, probably, fifth inning on? It was a tight game up to that point. Daniel, thank you for the gift, man. Thanks for joining the show. Appreciate it. Definitely subbed up. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. 29 on YouTube. What's good? Yes. Love it, man. Love it. It doesn't show me like individually. YouTube, X. I don't know. Right now it says 68. I don't know how accurate it is. Whatever. I don't care. It's just fun hanging out with y'all after a great win like tonight. And we're going to get into the preview of tomorrow's game. deGrom Day. Everybody loves deGrom Day. Always enjoy watching him pitch, man. And I've said it so much. If you can get your butt to the ballpark tomorrow, do it. Because Jacob deGrom only has a few years left in this game. I mean, if he can somehow pull a Tom Brady and pitch till 45, I'm here for it. And pitch at an elite level, I don't think anybody's going to complain. But the reality is probably only 3-4 years of prime deGrom left. Go and enjoy every single start you can. If you can't make it live in person, watch it on TV, man. It's must-see TV every time he takes the bump. Can't wait. So we are going to do deGrom Day preview here in just a second. I'll continue to check on comments. Look, hey, B-Daddy, what's good? Yeah, Josh Jung. Herbert, I think we are cooking. Josh Jung, B-Daddy, he was awesome. Awesome tonight. Happy for Josh Jung. Real happy. All right, by the way, putting a bow on tonight, let's take a look at the box score real quick. Helman goes 1 for 3 with 4 RBI. Player of the game? Or is it Josh Jung? Michael Helman, though, 4 RBI. I think he might get player of the game. First major league homer. First major league RBI. He gets the 3-run bomb after the Cody Freeman RBI double. And then he gets the sack bunt to just give the Rangers a little extra insurance late. I'm going to give Helman player of the game tonight. Youngster, really close second. And then Cody Freeman, distant third. Loved what I saw from all three of those guys. Hey, the AAA Power Rangers, man. AAA powering this win. Shoot, I'll take it. I will take it. My goodness. All right, let's see. We had Corey Seager, 1 for 4, extends the on-base streak to 22 straight games. Marcus Semien, 0 for 3, man. He is now 0 for his last 14. I tried, y'all. I put out the Semien hype video today. It didn't go so great. Semien usually crushes Oakland A's pitching, man. The Athletics and Marcus Semien, not a great mixture for the A's side of things. But Semi held in check tonight, did get on base through the walk. Adolis Garcia 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. Dolly, after the Houston series, has cooled off a little bit. He looked like one of the best players in baseball in that Houston series. Last 7 games, though, hitting .214 with a sub. Actually, just around 700 OBP. Not terrible. Here's the thing I don't like about Adolis, though, right now. Last 7 games, 12 strikeouts. He's striking out a lot right now. So Adolis hoping he and Simi can get back on track tomorrow. Wyatt 0 for 3 as well. We look at Wyatt Langford's last 7. Wyatt, last 7, 192 with a 558 OPS. Wyatt Langford, baby. Somebody said, Caden, I think it was you. Somebody said Wyatt could be the next guy getting sent down to AAA. I think just because the Rangers don't have a lot of better options, they're probably sticking with Wyatt. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It really wouldn't be. Hard Chuck, I'll get you on the show at some point. I really will. I personally, I haven't dabbled in the guests too much. Honestly, if I could be completely real, anytime I think I had one person on the TikTok live. I've had nobody guest-wise on YouTube or X, but Hard Chuck, I'll get you on one day. I'm not dabbling too much in guests yet, but I'll get there eventually. Truth be told, the only reason I don't get into it more is just because I just haven't mastered the format of it. and I don't want the show to get too far off the rails. So if I do have people on, I want it to be like focused. You know what I mean? Like I want you to have a topic and be able to run with it, not just having people on, just my style. I know there's some creators out there that just have anybody on, just hanging out. I don't know if I want to do that just for time's sake, but I'd love to have some guests on the show at some point and pick a topic you're passionate about, and let's go back and forth about it. That's kind of what I'd like to do. We keep going. Let's see. Adolis out of cleanup, hard chuck. You make a good point. It might be something they need to consider. Kyle Higashioka, 0 for 4. Cooled a little bit today. Should have had a home run, though, in all honesty. Josh Smith, 2 for 3. Oh, Pastor, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know we're saying, hey, Josh Jung, he's the starting third baseman. Like, and I wanted to roll with Josh Smith at third base. I'm still good if Josh Smith has to play third base. Bro is going to be just fine. Josh Jung, we already talked about him. 2 for 2 with a walk, had a home run as well. Reached base all 3 times. Cody Freeman, 1 for 2, was subbed out for Rowdy Tellez. Good to see him get his first major league hit and RBI. Big Cody Freeman fan. And then on the pitching side, obviously Jack Leiter gets the quality start, 4 walks today. Jack has got to be better, man, with the command and the put-away pitches. Did have 7 Ks today. So the put-away pitches were actually okay today. It's just kind of with Jack, like if it's not one thing, it's the other. Like if he's not putting away players, he's actually throwing strikes. Tonight, he was not throwing strikes consistently enough. Walked 4, but had the put-away pitches going. ERA's up to 4.27, or I should say down to 4.27. Does get the quality start. Hobie Milner, the GOAT, comes in, cleans up the mess, gets his 12th hold of the season. Armstrong, Cole Winn come in and throw up some zeros as well. Cole Winn lowers his ERA to 1.50 in the major leagues on the year. Very, very impressive. Love Cole Winn. Becoming a big Cole Winn fan. All right, let's go ahead and let's preview deGrom Day tomorrow. Let's see what the numbers say. By the way, Houston now only leading 4-3 over the Diamondbacks. Love to see that. And what are the Mariners doing right now? They're down 4-0. The Brewers are on one. Brewers just swept the Dodgers. And the Milwaukee Brewers are on a 10-game win streak, about to make it 11 if they can hold on here. Brewers are wilding right now, man, in the NL Central. They are now in first place. The Cubs lost today. They would extend their lead over the Cubs to one game lead. Trying to do fast math. Sorry about that. Where's Gary at? Man, Gary told me, somebody told me they did not think the Cubs were going to finish first. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. Milwaukee Brewers' best record in baseball incoming? Is that what it's about to be? Detroit Tigers are 60-41. Brewers would be 60-40. So I think technically, yeah, winning percentage would be higher for them. Wowza. Okay. Hey, JR, what's good, man? Thanks for hanging out. You guys are clinging to a 1-run lead right now, I see. Man, that is wild. Brewers going for 11. Okay. All right. deGrom Day preview. And then we got to get off the show. I still haven't eaten dinner yet, man. It's 8:20. I got to get some food in the system. Hungry. Don't want to get hangry on y'all. All right. Tomorrow, Tuesday, deGrom Day. Let's get to it. So what we've got right now, deGrom versus Sears. Is that what I'm seeing? Or is Sears going on Wednesday? Come on. Oh, it's Ginn throwing tomorrow. Okay, 4.91 ERA. Hope I'm saying his name right. Y'all know I don't know how to pronounce everybody's name in the big leagues. Ginn? Jin? All right, whatever. 4.91 ERA, 1-2. Let's see how A's probable starter is doing over his last 3. JT Ginn, he is, let's see, looking like an opener right now. His last 3 outings, 1 inning, 1 2/3, 2 1/3. So are we doing maybe like a little opener thing? I don't know. Over his last 3 outings, he's given up a run in limited work in all 3. So I don't know. It's looking like we are probably going to be able to do some damage. Let's see what the numbers are against him. Adolis Garcia, 1 for 5 with an RBI. Jonah Heim, might see Heim time tomorrow. He is 1 for 2 with a bomb. Josh Jung is 1 for 2 with the bomb off of Ginn. So maybe Youngster goes deep again. Wyatt Langford, 4 for 5 against Ginn. Maybe tomorrow's Wyatt's day to break out. That would be nice. Simi 0 for 4. Josh Smith 1 for 4. Nobody else has any ABs against him. So that is the Rangers versus probable starter JT Ginn. I'll get back to YouTube comments in just a second, boys. Thanks for being patient. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Let me see here. Rangers, now deGrom versus the A's. Andujar 0 for 6. Butler 1 for 6. Kurtz 1 for 4. Kurtz went deep tonight. Got to look out for him. Langoliers 3 for 8 with a bomb. Ranger killer Shea Langoliers. Okay. deGrom might have to look out there. Rooker is 1 for 3. Schumann 1 for 2. Soderstrom 2 for 5. Urshela 2 for 4. Urias 2 for 10 with a homer. Jacob Wilson 0 for 3. A little bit of a mixed bag against deGrom. Look out for, I would say, Langoliers. Look out for Soderstrom. Look out for Urshela. Other than that, it's a pretty small sample size. Rangers, I think, get another win tomorrow and win the series. You love having deGrom with an opportunity to win the series here. I don't think you need a sweep. I see a lot of people saying sweep, sweep, sweep. I would love it. I'm here for it. I think it should happen. I don't think you need a sweep, though, for this to be a successful series. I hope Simeon's day is tomorrow, man. I really do. I really do. Absolutely. Yeah, that would be awesome if we could set up a meet, do a little Texas Live. Whenever I get into town, I'll definitely let y'all know. Definitely will let y'all know. Hey, Daniel, thank you so much. I don't know if you're still hanging out, but thank you for the compliment, man. Really, really appreciate it. Hey, thank you, 44. Means a lot. Eric, thank you. I really, really appreciate the kind words, guys. Last 2 starts, deGrom has lost, but the Houston start, I mean, he pitched really well. I think the start before that, he got a little touched up, but I think deGrom is going to come back strong, healthy, rested. I really think he will do a really, really strong outing tomorrow. He'll pitch well. That's my best bet for you. We are going to go, what's the news on Martin? 4 to 6 weeks, I think. 4 to 6 weeks on Chris Martin being out. Milner is, I think, the most consistent, I'll say. He's been our most consistent bullpen arm. All right, let's see what else. Really need to sweep these guys. Mike, I'm with you, but I think if we win 2 out of 3, we're still okay. Wyatt could definitely use a good game tomorrow against JT Ginn, 100%. 2 to 3, 2 out of 3 versus Tigers, A's, and Braves is a win. That's 6-3 on the homestand. I don't think anybody needs to turn their nose up at 6-3. Hey, appreciate it, Eric. Come hang out tomorrow. 8th, 9th inning, we'll be around. Garver was definitely our biggest loss from the World Series squad, and I just don't think they wanted to pay Garv what he was asking, but down the stretch, Garv was clutch, no doubt. Would I rather have Wyatt or Kurtz? Probably Wyatt. I just think he has too many intangibles, although Kurtz is having a great year for the A's right now. But I think I'll take Wyatt still. I think the intangibles, really, really high quality for Wyatt. Not that Nick is a bad player or he doesn't have intangibles himself, but I love the glove. I love the speed. The arm is solid for Wyatt, and the hard hit rate is there. Wyatt's just got to figure out how to hit more line drives, man. It's too many pop-ups, too many ground balls, too many swings and misses. Wyatt's just got to figure out how to hit line drives more consistently. Yeah, I'm glad that Robertson did not come back on that contract. Would I love to have David Robertson right now on the team? 100%. Would I want David Robertson for the $16 million a year price that he got with the Phillies? I think the Phillies are giving him $5 million, which if you do the math, that's like a $16 million a year contract. I think we're good not to pay that. Yates was the better pitcher last year. Robertson was definitely clutch at times as well, but he had his moments, giving up home runs, things like that. I don't think he's a $16 million a year guy. Agree to disagree if you think differently. I think Evo, weren't they saying Wednesday he might start? They're saying he's day-to-day. I heard Wednesday as a possibility. Maybe he pitches in the Braves series if it's not Wednesday. All right, let's see what we got. Jung coming back with a great game was awesome. Wyatt, I'll take Wyatt at this point. Matthews, oh no, we're going back and forth right now. Matthews has just not had enough time. I mean, look, I'll give him a little bit of credit. He just hasn't had enough time. Gray is going to be back this week. Francisco, yes, sir, great game. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the comment, my guy. Thank you so much. Was a great game. You love to see the bounce back. You love to see the pitching continue to be elite. Can we talk pitching just for a second? So going back to the Tigers series as well, Rangers only give up 2 runs tonight. So let's see. They gave up 3 total runs in the Tigers series. Now you give up 2. The Rangers have given up 5 runs in their past 4 games. 5 runs in their past 4 games. It's incredible. Rangers have given up the fewest runs in Major League Baseball this season. It's great stuff, man. With Martin going down, I don't think we see Kimbrel. I think that was the Cole Winn move, right? We had Martin going down, so they call up Cole Winn. You got John Gray coming back as well. So, no, I don't think Kimbrel is going to be up. And we were talking about Craig. He has had a couple of saves. Over the weekend, he collected, I think, his first 2 saves with the Round Rock Express. The ERA is a little high. It's at 4.76. The fastball is at about 93, 94. Look, he's got the pedigree. He's got the experience. He might be useful at some point, but I don't think that Craig is going to be the guy that you want to see in the closer role at this point. Look, at certain points this year, I think he probably would have been nice to have him, but I think he's probably going to be down in Round Rock for a little bit longer. It would have felt like now would have been the time to call him up. The fact that they decided not to, I think Cole Winn's very deserving, by the way, but the fact that they didn't call him up with any of the injuries with Martin, I think kind of shows you how they feel about him. Look, down in AAA, there are some guys with some good numbers, some great numbers. I talked about Peyton Gray on the show. Peyton Gray, by the way, has like almost a sub-2 ERA down at AAA. I think he would be a guy you got to consider. He's 30 years old, so getting up there a little bit in terms of baseball years is concerned. You wonder if they'll give him a shot. His minor league career ERA is also outstanding. But the thing that I have noticed about the AAA guys, you have a lot of mid-90s guys, low to mid-90s guys. Down at AAA, you don't have a ton of high 90s guys. You know, you've got Teodo, but other than Teodo, you really don't have a lot of guys that can throw gas. It's a lot of these low to mid 90s dudes. And look, if you can get outs, I'm not going to be a snob, but at the same time, you would just love to see us with more hard throwers in the system, man. Look, I need to see down at AA who we got in terms of hard throwers as well. You know, Santos, guys like that, definitely I think are up there. But at the same time, I would love to see us get some more hard throwers, guys that can touch 98, 99, 100. I think there are some dudes down at the lower levels, but down at AAA, there's not a lot of guys that you can bring up that are throwing gas. There's not a lot of 98, 99, 100. It's a lot of 93, 94, maybe 95. So look, just a little side note, just a little tangent. I sure hope that the Rangers can continue to develop some of these hard throwers, for sure. It is a huge step. It definitely is. So we're not taking that for granted at all. Really valid point, though. I'm not hating on anybody. I'm just saying you'd love to see the Rangers get more hard throwers in the system. Look, you guys know if you've listened to me long enough, I'd rather a pitcher over a thrower. I don't want some dude just throwing as hard as he can up there. I'd love a guy that actually knows how to pitch, too. But at this level, at the major league level, you've got to have 97, 98 in the repertoire in a lot of cases. Unless you're a Hobie Milner, right? Hobie Milner, the GOAT. Unless you're Hobie, some guys can do it, but you got to have elite placement. You've got to have elite breaking pitches. A lot has to go right if you can't throw 95 plus, right? Anyways, we keep going. Would love to see the Rangers go get Clase. Kyle, my guy, thanks for hanging out, man. Really appreciate you tuning in. That would be amazing. If we could go get Clase, I know that he's had some playoff troubles. That's kind of the big knock everybody's had on Clase, the playoff issues. Yeah, but I think we'll still take Emmanuel Clase back. It'd be kind of a fun reunion, honestly. It really would be. I would enjoy it. I don't think that it's going to happen. I think maybe we get somebody from the Twins. Maybe we get Finnegan. That, to me, would be the more likely option. But that being said, if we can get Emmanuel Clase, not sell the farm in the process, I'm here for it. I don't know if we do have any knuckleballers. 44, I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything like that, but that doesn't mean it's not a thing. Kwan would be a lot of fun. You guys know I love Stephen Kwan. Give me 9 Stephen Kwans in the lineup, and I think you're going to have a pretty good season. Keep going. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up. Marcelo Ozuna just got traded. Is that what I'm seeing? Let's see. Nothing yet. But trade rumors heating up. Unless Google is a little bit behind. Look, I kind of told you guys, though, with Ozuna, I'm a little bit cooled on him only because of the hip injury. The hip injury, just don't know how well he is going to be. Yeah, MLB. Oh, okay. MLB on facts. Yeah, look, there's a lot of that nonsense. I mean, a lot of people trying to get engagement, a lot of engagement farming with the trade deadline. I just go to Google, and I've got the guys that I follow with the notifications on. So, yeah, MLB on facts, I stay away from that. Although they are pretty funny sometimes, I will say, Hayden. It's all good, brother. No worries at all. I don't know. He's actually kind of funny, but yeah, the notifications though I would not have on for that. You get fooled a little bit too easily sometimes when it just pops right on the top of your phone there on the screen. Let's see. Jack, you're going to become the first knuckleballer in the system. There you go. No Evan Carter today because there was a lefty. Anyways. All right, y'all. We have done a little bit of everything today. We talked the game, obviously. We talked deGrom Day tomorrow. We talked some trade options. I threw out Taylor Ward. Not sure what the video of the day is going to be on tomorrow. Maybe I'll do the Taylor Ward trade. Get some debates going among Rangers Nation. Maybe I'll highlight something from the game tonight. Maybe the Helman homer, the Cody Freeman. I don't know. We'll see what I decide. Sometimes inspiration strikes at the last second, but I'll probably have a video out to you guys sometime tomorrow. Thank you so much again for all my paid members and subscribers on the show. Once more, if you would like to become a paid member on YouTube, link is in the chat. Get you exclusive access to a Right on Rangers Discord, just if you want to take your support of the show to the next level. If it's not for you, continue to do exactly what you're doing. I appreciate all the ways that you guys support the show. Comments, likes, the watch time, the shares, means a lot. Don't take anything for granted. And on TikTok, again, you want to get into the Discord, which has been straight fire for the past 2 months, by the way. Hit that bottom left button, that subscribe button right next to the chat. $2.99 a month. Again, get you into that Discord, get your priority replies in the lives. I've heard it's worth the money. Obviously, I can't speak for everybody else, but I've heard it's well worth it. Consider it. If not, it's not for you. Continue what you're doing. Love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. We're going to end on that note, and hopefully we'll be talking another Rangers dub tomorrow. That's the plan. Whew, it sure would be nice to secure that win, secure the next series win, and then you go for the sweep on Wednesday with whoever's throwing. That would be phenomenal. Phenomenal. No talk about everyone's slumps. Okay, I'll keep the video positive tomorrow. We'll go trade bait or we'll highlight something special from the game. That's the plan. Texas Rangers win. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of your Monday night. We'll see you tomorrow. Look for that video coming your way sometime in the late afternoon. And then we'll be live 8th, 9th inning once again, talking about Jacob deGrom, hopefully dominating the A's. That's what's up. All right, y'all. We'll see you. Have a good one. And as I always say to end every show, God bless and go Rangers.